Hi, a huge welcome to Steve's Kitchen. It must be 37 degrees. It's a scorcher of a day and we are going to be cooking inside. But right now I've got the smell of fresh bread. Come down here and take a look. This is one of those beautiful salt pretzels, but this one is a pretzel with a difference. And the reason being, if I just take a knife and start to cut, actually, let's get indoors and make these and then I'll show you what secret lies inside. Come on. We'll start off with a couple of pounds, that's about 900 grams of bread flour. And I'm going to put 4 teaspoons of active dried yeast into here. And away from the yeast, I'm just going to put 2 teaspoons of salt. Then I've got 2.5 cups of warm water, which I'm just going to pour in there. Now with the last half cup, I'm not going to put it all in. I'm going to put maybe 2/3 of it in and just keep it back if I need to adjust the dough at all. Now I have a stand mixer with a dough hook. Now I'm just going to mix this for a couple of minutes to get the dough to start to form. Now early on, I'm going to start to feel my dough. If it's a little bit dry and crumbly, I'm going to add some more of my water. So you'll see here now the dough is just perfect for me. I didn't use all of that water, but we've got a lovely, not too sticky dough, something that I can handle. Again, I'm going to be using my scales here because I want to divide this up into 3, about 1.5 kilos, 3 batches of 500 grams. So actually what I want is 1/3 here and 2/3 here. So that's 500 grams and a kilo of dough here. Now this piece I don't need just yet, so I'm just going to pop it into a bowl. And this one I'm just going to cover in a bowl. We want to seal the moisture in there and we want that to double in size. This piece we want to divide up into 6 equal quantities. So when I've got 6 even pieces of dough, I'm just going to cover them over, take one of them out. Now I need to color this piece of dough. And I'm going to start with the light color first, 3 drops of yellow food coloring. And I'm using the gel food colorings as I always do for these recipes. And I just want to pinch the colors inside like this. Now I'm going to keep my hands a little bit clean and I'm going to start this off in the mixer just to keep the stains off of my hands. Now as I say, that is just to start the color mixing in and keep our hands a little bit cleaner. What you need to do now is start to knead this. What I want is a beautiful, smooth, uninterrupted color. It might just take a couple of minutes. So that's what I'm looking for, a nice even yellow and a beautiful smooth dough. I'm just going to take that piece of dough, pop it into a bowl as well, and we're going to cover that over, trap the moisture in, and leave it to double in size. I'm then going to take a second piece of dough. I'm going for the orange. The orange is a little stronger colouring, so I'm only just going to put 2 little beads of colouring on there. And I'll get on and just get these colours going. I'm going to get all the colours proofing, and then you can come back when they've doubled in size. So leaving those doughs in a nice warm place, they doubled in size. What I'm going to do is take the plain dough and divide this up into 10 equal pieces. So there are my 10 pieces of dough. I'm just going to cover those in a damp cloth. Now I'm going to take my red dough, and what I want to do is roll this out now, see it's beautiful and elastic, to a sort of oblong shape. And then what I want you to do is take that piece of dough and we're just going to put it on a floured surface and just square it up a little bit. Now sometimes you just have to ease it out and let it stretch. The gluten always wants to pull back together. Next we're going to get our orange out of here, knock the air out of that, and what I want to do is roll this out as well. Try and get it to a similar shape to the red. Then I've got this little atomizer. I'm just going to spray the red, a little bit of water on there, not too much, and then lift your orange up and just ease it or lay it down on top of the red and try to match up the shapes as best you can. And then repeat this with all of the layers. Now on goes my last layer, and you don't, as I say, have to be too precious, but you do want to roughly line up these layers. Okay, I'm just going to damp over the surface, the top surface a little bit, and then what we're going to do is just ease this out, loosen it from the board. What we're going to do is roll this into a long sort of sausage shape. And then using a sharp knife, I'm going to divide this up into 10. And you can see already, I've got this beautiful roll in the middle, but we're going to divide this 1, 2, 3, 4, up into 10 pieces. And then just lay these pieces of dough out on your tabletop. We do want to cover these over with a damp cloth as soon as we cut them. It's important to keep them moist, so we're just going to cover those over. Now I'm just going to take one of these plain pieces of dough here, knock a little bit of the air out of it. I'm then going to take a rolling pin and I just want to roll these and turn them as if I was making a little flatbread. And if you need a tiny bit of flour, and I'm looking to make a little circle about 8 inches in diameter. Now back over here, we're just going to take one of our rainbow interiors and I'm going to pop it down onto there, into the center. And then what you're going to do is just pull it over, and we're just going to be pulling the dough, a bit like you were making a dumpling, pulling it up and pinching it together on the back side, or this will be the back side of our roll. So we got a nice little pinch like that, and we can turn this over, and there it is. That is ready for the next stage. And then just carry on and repeat. Little rainbow swirls here, and we're going to lift up and pinch, lift and pinch, just dragging it over the top of the swirl as we go. Cinch it all together into the center and turn that over. And hopefully you've got a beautiful little bun like that. Now we have 10 beautiful little rolls sat on the side there waiting to be boiled. Now I've got a pan with an inch or so of water in it, which I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of baking soda and a teaspoon of salt. I'll just give that a little mix through. Now we want our water to be up to a boil and then down to a gentle simmer. Now I'm going to take one of those rolls and just gently drop it in and turn the heat up a little bit. And we're not going to cook these for long, around about 30 seconds on each side. Now after 30 seconds, just turn those over. You can see the little sealed backs there. I'm going to go around and turn them all over. 30 seconds on the other side. So just about a minute in, I'm going to take them out and just drain them on the side here. Now I've got 1 egg yolk and a tablespoon of water, and I'm just going to beat that up with a fork. Now over here, I've got these beautiful rolls. You can see they've started to firm up. They've got a lovely elastic coating on them. Shouldn't really be handling them, but I just wanted to show you. I like to take this egg wash and a little brush and just brush it over the top because I want a beautiful golden brown. And then I'm going to take some rock salt, and I just want to liberally put rock salt over the top of these. And we're going to cook these a little longer than the rainbow bagels because I want a really golden brown. So about 25-30 minutes in an oven, 180 degrees Celsius, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Whew, super, super hot today, but I'm back outside because I want to show you how we've hidden a rainbow. Now, if they've worked well, we should be able to get a knife, and these are still a little bit warm. See, they've got that lovely sponge. Let's just slice that open and just take a look at that. Doesn't that look fantastic? Now, I'm super, super proud of this particular recipe. It took us a time to develop, and it's come out, I think, fantastic. So if you decide to make these, share some pictures across to me. Hashtag hidden rainbow pretzels or hidden rainbow rolls, whichever you prefer. But you've got to admit, they do look superb. Now, I could do this all day long. I think this is a fantastic, absolutely wonderful and inspiring recipe. I'm going to leave a link up to my rainbow recipes here. It's a super hot day. I'm going to fill this with some cheese and lettuce, make it a little bit healthy, and enjoy it. If you've enjoyed the series, give a big thumbs up and comment down below. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, stay in touch. See you